I want you to listen to me. Just listen. Don't do anything else. Just listen to me and just hear me out, okay? You might be shocked at first. Just listen to me. As the master revealed someone very familiar to Koski. I, Bakugo. Deku? What the fuck? How the hell? How the hell are you making venom? You're quirkless. You don't have any power. You don't have a quirk. Bakugo, do you know this guy? Yeah, I know this guy. Hell yeah, shitty hair. I know this guy. This bastard dude was at my last school. I know him since childhood. But you're quirkless, Bakugo says. How the fuck do you have a quirk? I'll explain everything later on. I'll explain another time. I want you to listen to me. This League of Villains are not what you think they are. What the fuck do you mean, League of Villains? They're not just some random people, random villains that just came around and just want to destroy All Might. They actually have a plan, a solid, good plan that could actually kill All Might. The fuck? Bakugo says. If you don't want to believe me, that's fine. But very much, these villains have started a good plan. A plan that can actually kill All Might and break down the Hero Society for good. Bakugo say, why the hell should I believe you? You're a vigilante, and you chose to play with villains. Kachan. Think about it. You knew I always wanted to be here from the very beginning. Do you think I'll just randomly turn into a villain? You actually think so? After everything, you know me the most. You know me inside and out. You know I would never even think about becoming a villain. Bakugo growls and grabs Deku's collar. You know the material felt really weird. Fine. Yes, I know you, Bakugo says. You're right. You'll kill yourself before you become a villain anyways. As he lets go, start talking. Oh, thank you. As you say, who are you guys? The name's Edo Kirishima. The name's Seto. Kaminari. As, yes, Kaminari's in that location. Because just say he was teleported to different locations instead of the mountain range. So your Kachan's classmates. Pretty nice. Thanks. You're so manly. Believe it, bro. Thanks. I really appreciate that. I try my best. If looking at Bakugo, I should say, I want you all to listen up. What I'm going to say is very confidential, and it could get us all killed. And our families. Bakugo will say, alright, start talking, nerd. These League of Villains are not as normal villains do you think they are. These villains in that Nomu creature in the middle is biologically made. It's not made by anything else. It has multiple quirks. Like you. It's not like me. This actually has quirks that for the original body. They did some tests and they're experimenting on people. Changing them into these mindless creatures. Just where it's like where they're just nothing else but a husk of their past selves along with their quirks. All they really are meant for is defeat. This one was meant to defeat All Might. It has a shock absorbing and super strength that can handle All Might to its best. Believe me, Kachan, if this thing kills All Might, they're going to kill all the other pros. These illegal villains are not some random group. They're bad news. I mean, bad news. They're planning to tear down everything. I mean, everything. Here, society in general. And if they kill All Might and succeed, well, then say goodbye to our lives, our futures, what we love. That's gonna be all gone. Our family members, they'll go after everyone. Our family live in the economy of the pro heroes. We depend on them. If the pro heroes are defeated and killed off, the streets will be running with villains, and everyone will be on their own. That can't happen. They're gonna bring a war. I mean, a really big war. They're gonna plan to take over everything. I mean, everything. This is bigger than me or you. You have to tell the heroes and the teachers. You can tell them everything about what I said. But please, I beg of you, don't tell them who I am, or my identity, or that Agent Venom was around at all. Please. Because if they know, if the villains find out that I betray them, they're gonna come after me. And they find out who I am, they're gonna try to look for me. And believe me, they're gonna find their way to find me. And then they're going to go through anyone, family members who know what the person they want. I mean, anyone. Even you, Kachan. If they want to look for me, they're going to kill everyone. Auntie Miski, Uncle Masaru, and Auntie Bakuyo says, fine, nerd. Hotel. As this is when he turns towards his classmates. He says, do not speak to this to anyone. You got me? You speak this to anyone? All our families are dead. If you want a dead family member, that's you. I'm not ready to lose anyone in my life. Thanks, Kachan. I really appreciate that. Kamarari says, don't worry, Doria. We'll keep your promise. And also, can we be friends? Sure. I don't mind. Yeah, Kirishima says. Thanks for telling us. We needed that. We promised to keep your secret safe. Thanks. I really appreciate you guys. Seto says, how do you shoot webs? Trade secret. Maybe another time. You know? Alright. You guys head off. I'm gonna go back undercover. Remember, don't tell anyone that HVN betrayed the villains. Or HVN was here at all. Got it? Not as his mask would retract the form on his head as say good. I'll see y'all later. As he would disappear. Venom, in his mind, Venom would ask, you sure that went well? You sure he's gonna keep the promise? I'm sure. Because if he doesn't want his mother and father dead, he might yell at Timisi a lot. But believe me, he cares for her. He might call her an old hag, might call his father a dumbass at times. But he cares for them. Believe me, Venom. You'd be shocked at what people will do for their family. As the symbiote snort, as very much he'll head off. Agent Venom would leave the area as going out. As the villains would continue to do villain stuff. As very much villains would stop as they would continue to beat down, continue to fight along with Aizawa. Very much All Might came in and saved the day, but losing more percent of his power. It's been at least 2 weeks. Time skip, 2 weeks has passed. Very much things have been alright. Swinging down in Hosu, as landing on the building side. Very much, Zuko would look around. Isn't it here today to be the sports festival? Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. I already know who won anyways. Well, what's the point, you know? As very much being Agent Venom would jump off the building and swing off. Very much this is when swinging into an alleyway. Wave as landing on a building side. Seeing someone downright being robbed. As dropping down as landing right in front of them, saying, "Don't you know not to rob other people? Well, how about you actually go for a job for once, you know? That could be something you could do." Agent Venom, as pulling the trigger as Venom would easily start the bullet as grabbing it and dropping the bullet. Yeah, I'm kind of tired, you know, as webbing up the gun, taking the gun away from the man. And also, your voice, as it's really, really, really annoying. Grabbing the man, as slamming him to the wall, webbing him up. You okay, miss? I'm fine. Thank you. No problem. You know, they were wrong about you. You're not so bad, actually. It might seem a bit terrifying, but you're a good person. Thank you, I needed that. As Agent Venom would jump into the air, swinging off. Hours would go by as more you'll continue on vigilanting until you're running back at his house using a portal. Able to enter through his wall. As teleporting in as he had to Venom retract from his body. Very much you turn to see Bakugo in his room. Oh. Hey, how's it going? Oh, Kachan, what are you doing here? You said you're gonna explain how you got these damn quirks. Alright, explain, Bakugo says. Alright. I have a question. Are you one in the house? Your mom went out. Kirishima, shitty hair, and dumbass vote. And tape head was coming around, a couple people. Are you serious? They told people? Well, dumbass votes told some people around, you know? But he swore it was secrecy. I mean, cross my heart would die. Huh. Well, that's something. As entering a pink-haired girl along with a boy with glasses, boy along with a brunette came in. Alright, so people, as another person would come in, as Archie, well, 3 more people as very much as a black-haired girl with a ponytail, then a girl with purple hair with earphone jacks would come in and his camera says, "That's all." And Ezekiel would say, "Okay, close the door and lock it." And I have a question, Kaminari. You told the whole class, didn't you? No, I didn't. Ezekiel will look at him saying, "Just tell me the truth, I won't be mad." Yeah, I told the whole class. Ezekiel would sigh. There goes the secret. Okay, a class of you knows who I am. Let me guess. They're all out, the rest of their classes outside. This is when the blue-haired boy will walk up and say, "You're Agent Venom. Are you Agent Venom?" Uh-huh. As very much the blue-haired boy said, "Vigilantiness is not right. You should be going to a hero school with these powers." As Ezekiel would teleport them all away, using teleportation quirk, using the warp gate quirk along with the rest of the class that's outside of the apartment. Because everyone would be shocked. It's about because that's one of the villain's quirk, yes. I want you all to listen, and listen carefully. So surprised that you told everyone. Well, you know, I'm a blabbermouth. No one else knows. No. I didn't even try to even think about telling Aizawa Sensei, because if I did, I would pretty much be in trouble. Good. All devices turned off to make sure that I mean nothing. They can be tracked down. As they'll turn off all their devices, as very much this is when the brunette girl would say, "So you're Agent Venom?" "Mm-hmm, I am. Now I want you all just to sit and listen. I mean it." Very much they would all just listen as he would explain everything to the day where he went to the export, to when he got bit, to when he found Venom. Whoa. You're bonded to an alien? Mm-hmm. I am bonded to an alien. That's actually pretty cool, Kaminari says. Yeah. Baka says, "Something's off. Something's wrong," he said. Yes. "Nerd, you're not saying something." "You said that you have abilities similar to a spider. Only one I can really think about has the same type of ability as you is Spider-Man, who's only only a legend." Ezekiel would say, "Alright. You all know there was these tales of heroes, quirkless heroes and heroes of powers right before quirks. They say it's a legend, they say it happened before, they said it never happened, but it happened in a different dimension. Well, let me tell you this. It happened, alright." "Huh?" As though I was shocked. "Nerd, that's true." everything that you know about intelligence about Captain America, Iron Man, Silver Surfer, and anyone else that you know are real. They've been alive, they're real people that lived on this earth. But they lived a long, long time ago. Ezekiel turned to us and say, they were real, and their technology is still around. Iron Man's suits, armor suits, are still around. This is when Kamen Rider says, really? Where are they? I have no idea. But there should be somewhere in New York or in California. And that's the last location of the suits ever. There's nothing I can really say about anything else. This is when Zero would say, hey, wait a second. You said to listen to Spider-Man, but I know I've been listening to Spider-Man mostly. But one legend had him wearing a black costume. That black costume tried to take over his body and was known to be an alien, an alive alien. You're wearing that same costume, aren't you? Yes, I am. Very much. Spider-Man didn't really notice, but the alien wasn't really trying to take over his body, actually. It was just trying to achieve a perfect symbiosis. And very much he was a perfect host. Like me. But he chose not to be bonded. So, the symbiote was enraged. And found vengeance against him and started chasing him all around. If you know the legends, if you don't, they're long. But yes, I'm wearing the Venom symbiote. Yes, he's alive and he's conscious and he's listening so much as we're talking right now. As a head will pop out, take off the shoulder, very much the symbiote say, hello. Koski will look so. I know one thing about you symbiotes, you copy the abilities of your host. Very true and accurate. So that means I wasn't bonded to you at any time. But you could have easily touched me anytime you wanted and took my quirk. Yes, I only copied her to the exact T. It's like yours, but a version, but more powerful. Really? Common says, so you can just copy quirks. Yes. This is when Jerry says, aren't symbiotes, weakness sound? So how do you face the sound villains? The armor around us, it protects us. Izuku bought that. It scuffs out 50% of supersonic sounds that would irritate me from removing myself from him completely. So I can withstand it more. That's pretty smart, Jiro says. It's not as smart as the fire, Venom has at least 50%. He used to have a pretty high weakness of fire, but now it's kind of 50% because of explosions, really. This is what Todoroki would say. Do you have weakness of fire? I have cold quirk. You're their son, aren't you? Yes, I am. Why don't you not use your fire? 'Cause I don't want to use that old man's quirk. Izuku would say, why not? Did he do something to you? He wouldn't respond as Venom would send information in his head saying, the boy's been abused. I can sense it. He has deep hatred for his father. I heard some rumors. Venom said that. Heard some dark rumors in some of the black markets that Endeavor married his wife only for a quirk marriage. That's why you see her in the hospital. So he says, are you serious? Only married her for a quirk? Pretty much, Venom says. It's bad. Alright. Izuku, I understand. Your father has done some questionable things. Short of eyes with white is, you know. Mm-hmm. Venom just told me. I won't tell. As this is one says, I can give you my fire quirk. It could be helpful for you. I can only copy it, not take it. Alright. I don't mind, as long as it's useful for you. As Todoroki walk up, as Izuku, as Venom would very much use a tendril wrapping it around Shoto's arm, copying the fire quirk. After doing that, Venom would say, and it's 50% immune to all type of heat. Good. And we can use fire now. That's nice. Very nice. Izuku was saying also, Izuku was telling, as he whispered in his ear, just continue on. Get stronger by get stronger in your own way. I know that quirk reminds you of your father's, but remember it's yours to begin with in the very beginning. You might have inherited the flames, but it's yours to choose whatever you want to do with it. No one else's but yours. As Todoroki would smile, thank you. No, thank you. You helped me a lot. I'm repaying you a favor, you know? So when Bakugo says, so, I have a question. Are there any more symbiotes out there, Venom says? As Bakugo say, sadly, yes. There are other symbiotes out there. Believe me, be careful. This is when, so yeah, we're careful enough, Conrad says. So when a black-haired girl with a ponytail said, I have a question. Why do vigilante at all? You can just be a hero. As you could say. Well, number one, I did want to become a hero. And at least I wanted to go you as well. I thought about it a lot and over for a lot of times. And I have a pretty good reason why not to go. Believe me, as you'd say, when I first met All Might, I have met All Might before any of you. When I first met him, I asked him the questions if I could become a hero without a quirk. He said no, Bakugo says. Yeah, he did say no. Everyone was shocked, seeing the symbol of peace said no. He told me it wasn't. He told me my dream was too far from my reach. Because I didn't have power, I probably couldn't have gotten a quirk. And getting a quirk means it's a lot of responsibility. And being a hero is even more responsibility. You gotta take care of yourself, also take care of your families, and everything comes along with the hero. And all the consequences of being a hero along with it well. So I thought about it over, and I was kind of pissed with him for a couple months. Until I realized that it's not really his fault. In his own way, he's just looking out for the citizens, especially me. He told me the truth that I needed to hear. I've been living in mostly a fairy tale. Believe me, not everything comes true. Your lives have to be chosen is great. But prepare to have hardships. I mean a lot of hardships. Some of you might die. Some of you might not see the light of day again. Some of you, maybe you all survive. Who knows? But believe me, being a hero comes with things that you have to be careful of. You're not allowed to kill anybody, true. But not all villains can be saved. Some just won't stay in a jail cell. They will rather continue to fight and wreck and cause havoc as much as possible. If you put them in the biggest, strongest prison cell as much as possible, and they only stay there for a couple of decades, or who knows, maybe a few years, and they come out again, you can't just put it back in there, because they're just going to escape once more. What else can you do? Bakugo says there's nothing you can do. All you can really do is kill them. All you can really do is kill them off. Exactly. That's what the Hero Society does not want. Heroes killing off villains. I'm not saying you should kill off villains, I'm just saying you should watch out for the villains that are the most dangerous and that will be just the most psychotic. That will just treat you like nothing else. All they see is you're the dirt under their feet. And if you don't deal with them, they deal with you. Me hosting Venom has its own consequences. I'm bonded to him, he's bonded with me. I have to know how Venom reacts and what he does. So that means I have to know what he does not like and what he does. He likes eating brains. I don't like eating brains. We had many conflicts over that, and that almost got me killed multiple times over. And caught. Venom says, I'm sorry for that. I know, you need brains. It's part of your nature. But I found the resolve, another solution, by giving him chocolate. It has the satisfaction for him to, well, eat it. The same protein that the brain has, chocolate has. Really? Kamari says, yeah, that's why it's so sweet. Yes, Venom says. Very true. Brains are the sweetest thing that you could ever eat. Alright, let's not talk about brains anymore. As Venom could say, no cell. Vigilante was the best choice I could give. Because some of the enemies that Venom faces are still out there. A lot of ones that would cause mayhem and nothing else, and wouldn't give a damn if they're in a jail cell. All they care about is killing and nothing else. Carnage, Bakugo says. Kamari says, Carnage is alive? He exists? Momo says, what's Carnage? Zero would say, Carnage is a symbiote. He's a symbiote that is Venom's offspring. He bonded to Cletus Cassidy, Venom with the Tails. So Spider-Man. Cletus Cassidy is known to be the most psychotic person anyone has ever met. He kills just because of it. Carnage, with that, is even more psychotic. After bonding, he was the biggest threat in the world. And he still is. And he's still alive. Venom says out there, waiting. Believe me, that I have to kill Carnage one day. I'm gonna have to, for the betterment of mankind and everyone else in this planet. If I let Carnage live, he's just gonna kill more people. That's why I have to kill him. And other people as well. That will easily harm mankind. That's why Vigilante is better. A hero I can't kill. That's the thing that goes to be armed. But as a Vigilante, it'll be put off to the side easily. Because Vigilantes are known to be just wannabe heroes without license. Mom says, that makes sense. This is when Ochaka would say, so if you have to kill people eventually, why don't you take out the villains that, well, you take down? They are not bad. They can stay in jail cells. I need to take care of them without killing them. I'm only going to kill the ones that actually need to be killed. The type of people like Carnage, for example. If they're the same type of insanity as Carnage, they're going to die. What about that Shigaraki guy? Bakugo says. I don't know about him, but he does have a decay quirk, and his master is leading him on. I have a feeling if he gets, and if this thing stay in check, he's gonna be on that list and needs to die. But for now, I'm just watching him. Mama says, how can we help you with anything else? Just stay out, stay alert. You see any symbiotes, run. I mean, run for your life. Especially if you see a red one. Don't try to fight it. Just run. Run as fast as you can. Do anything to keep it away from you. Hey, nerd. Isn't there one symbiote that can take care of Carnage? Anti-Venom. Venom says. We don't know where Anti-Venom is. It could be destroyed. It could be still alive. It could be not even in this world. All we know is he could probably be just a legend as well. Bakugo was so you don't even know where that symbiote is. No, we don't even know the rest of them are. That's what makes it so terrifying, Venom says. They can pop out of nowhere without you even knowing they could be in you. So, keep an eye out. You don't want yourself you don't want to find yourself killing people. Edith says, thank you, Midoriya. Thank you for trusting us with this. No problem. If you guys need any help, just call me. As Izuku's body will be covered in venom, as very much. Well, I gotta get going. I gotta go deal with some villains. And also, keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for Shigaraki and his gang. I have a feeling that they're a big threat. I'm assuming that they told you about, well, what he's planning. Yes, we'll keep an eye out. We already told Aizawa Sensei. Good. As the mask venom recovers Zuko's head, as says, alright, see ya. Jumping out the warehouse and leaving. So, where are we? Conroy says. As Momo will turn on her phone, seeing that we're pretty far from the UA. But I can call my limo. Nice. That went well. Venom says, yes. But I'm very worried about carnage. I know, I'm worried too. Once he bonds with someone, it's go time. It's just gonna be mass killing everywhere. True. And very much jumping into the air and swinging off one more time. Just death, destruction, and blood. Very much Ezekiel would keep it as time would go on for another 2 to 3 weeks. Things are going well. Before they knew it, UA had their internships. Day 1 of the internships, Venom would land in the building as immediately his sets would go off. As he would see a portal. One of Korogiri's portal. Walking in, as very much his sets would go off, jumping over Shigaraki. As easily looking at Shigaraki as Shigaraki would say, "Where were you? You were at the USJ. I was fighting the kids, just like how you were taking care of Shigaraki, taking care of All Might. And I heard your little Nomu project failed, as I thought. As I said last time, and I swear, you try disintegrating me, I will easily rip your throat right out of your neck. No need for that." As the monitors come on, Shigaraki, Agent Venom is a friend. Do not threaten him. I could know that he can easily take you out. This is when Agent would turn his head to see 2 more recruits to the villains. Who are these guys? As very much the blonde-haired girl, that looked pretty psychotic, would say, "I'm Toga. And you must be Agent Venom. You interest me very much." As this is when Venom would say, "She's a perfect host for carnage." Yeah, I know. We got to kill her. What? No killing. We have to. Alright. Do you think she'll be like us, perfect in general? Almost exactly like Cletus. Cletus was almost unbeatable. It took me, Anti-Venom, and Parker to take him down along with some others. You took the whole fucking Avengers. Believe me, if Carnage gets a perfect host, this world is dead. Fine. We'll see. And who are you? The name's Dobby. He has a fire quirk, a very powerful one. Nice meeting you. No problem. What's going on? Why am I here? Stuck one of Korogiri's portals. As this is when another portal opens, showing Stain. Agent Venom, Hiroko Stain says, "You interest me very much." Well, that's something. As another portal opens, it's a lizard man and some costume Stain. Say, Master Stain. You. Who's this motherfucker? That's Splinter, Dobby says. As he was recognized to Dobby as one of them, a small Venom tendril would latch to Dobby's skin. Dobby would not notice because he doesn't feel anything. But taking him, copying his quirk to the exact T, and making it even more powerful. The small tendril, would track back to the costume, to the Zuku. Like, guys, Venom, are you serious? Because he got caught. The small tendril They wouldn't even notice. As Sting would say, very much. You interest me, Agent Venom. Why work with these villains? There's nothing else to do, really. And also, they're trying to take on the whole hero system, which is not going to work, if you ask me, with these Nobu projects. Shigaraki would say, what's your grand idea? Ruin their fate in the heroes, or what else? There's fake heroes all over the place. So when Stain would say, you interest me. I can see your resolve is true. You are pure. You know this system and what it's done. There's many fake heroes. You think of killing them down the betters out there. Good luck. Shigaraki would say, and you think that you can get away with this. I need your help, Stain. I need your help to kill All Might. And with this working, it will bring in all of them. You don't listen, Venom says. You still don't listen. Killing All Might is not going to bring it down. It might lose trust in them, but once they have a new symbol of peace, and who Endeavor is, good luck. Because it's going to be a lot harder to take down Endeavor, who will do anything, in fact, get the job done. This is when Dr. is correct. Your plan is not going to work very well. You gotta think of another motion. This is when Shigaraki says, I had it with you, Venom. You bother interrupting me and always getting in my way. I'm going to disintegrate you. Well, then you're not worth my time. As Stain and Shigaraki continue talking, as their outcome will came to the same. This is when the portal will appear as Stain will walk out. I'm leaving. See you, Mr. Venom, as Toga says. We should kill her now. No. I have a feeling we'll be seeing her very soon, as Venom will guard the portal. This is when Stain say, Venom, why do you trust them? It's not that I trust them. So as the portal closes. Believe me, I don't. They are just something else on their own. As Venom would go out to swing as leading. Very much Day 2. Day 2, Stain took out Ingenium. And after hearing that, Edith's revenge would have been, well, on mind. After wanting to kill Stain, he's been looking for Stain the past 3 days. As things will be going casual. Nothing seems really bad. As this is when Ida would see Hero kill Stain over down pro. As Ida would rush in, kicking the sword away, kicking Stain away. As Ida would say, Hero killer Stain. Who are you? I am Ida, Tenya Ida, the brother to Ingenium, who you murdered, who you bastardly crippled. you will die today. As they would clash, Ida would be easily be taken down because, let's be honest, it was pretty stupid for Ida in the first place. Agent Venom was swinging around as Venom was like, I hear something going down not that far from here. Yeah, let's check it out. As Venom would get closer to the sound, as he'd see Ida in a similar hero costume going to be stabbed by Stain. Venom swinging down, kicking Stain away. As Venom would say, what the hell are you doing? As Stain would say, Agent Venom, what are you doing? I'm taking the game with this filthy fake hero. He's a child. Don't you have any sympathy? He came after me for revenge. Victoria, stay out of this. You're crazy. You're going after revenge. Do you know what happens when you get your revenge? You feel nothing in the end. Nothing, no sympathy. You're going on a dark path. You keep on going down this path. You end like the bastards on the streets, very much trying to kill other people. Azita will be shocked to hear that Midorius, he told him this. If you want to be just like someone like Shigaraki, go ahead, kill Stain. But this is your chance. You can run, take the pro, and get the hell out of here. Or you can choose to fight Stain and probably die. As very much Venom says, now you piss me off. As Venom will draw his own blade, as he would rush right at Stain. As they would clash, Ida would continue listening to the words as he would start to slowly get the film back in his arm, pulling out his phone, sending an SOS alert to everyone else. As the SOS alert was heard, Todoroki would have got the SOS alert. Ida, as he would head towards Ida's location, Rosie would have heard the SOS alert as she would see it, and she's not that far from the alleyway, not really. As I have to go, I'll be right back. As very much Snipe would be wondering what's going on with his student, as he would say, alright, as she would go out. As she would run off to another direction. What the hell? Venom would continue to fight with Stain as she would stab Venom as then she would pull up like the blade to like the blood as fighting no blood. Thanks, Venom. Yes, I already repaired the armor already. Gladly the armor is too thick to be stabbed into. True. As very much slashing down, cutting Stain's blade. Nice. You're not gonna find any drop of blood of me. This armor, a bit too tough, and it's a bit organic too. So good luck. As rushing out, he would kick Stain in the air, do a couple more cuts here and there. As kicking it back, Stain would do a flip as landing on his feet. Shooting two web shots. Agent Venom would slam into his face, pushing him back as very much she was turned to see Ida getting up. Alright, good, run. Get out of here. As very much his parachutes would go off, as Stain would be above him. As he was slamming down towards the ground, he's saying, let's see if your head can be let's see if the head can be dealt with. As it looks as a torn of flame would go by, as very much Stan had to jump back, seeing a boy with half white, half red hair. As he was like, "Are you alright, Agent Venom?" "I'm fine, thanks, Todoroki." As jumping in the air, as saying, "Thank you, Shoto." "No problem, Midoriya. You saved me from my own problems. I'll do anything for a friend." "Friend, you say? Well, thank you for that." As you're going to regret that, as Stan pulls out another sword, as this is when he's shot by something. As Yarozu would shoot him with it. I dampened his quick to dampen his quick a bit. Huh. Nice. As Stan would snarl in anger. Knowing that he's gonna be a bit more sluggish, and he feels he's a bit slower and sluggish, but he would rush at them all. Venom will pull out his sword once more as clash again with Stain. As it would clash, you'd see that his classmate is one of his friends are fighting to risk his life. Midoriya, Yarozu, Todoroki. They will continue to clash as very much Todoroki was in an ice speller towards Stain. Suzuki jumping over it, or Venom jumping over it. It's really like it hit Stain. Stain would cut it down easily, rushing towards Todoroki. But Yarozu would shot him once more would interfere with Stain's ability of speed as making him slower. Being pissed, he would rush towards her as well, but Venom would come in, blocking the way as slashing. Then I'm saying to put up his guard. You all work as a perfect team, covering your weaknesses. I'm impressed. Well, we haven't really worked for very long, but we can agree on one thing. As kicking insanely, you can't kill him. You can't kill Ida. We won't allow that. As very much Venom will let out a torrent of flames as Stan will jump back, getting pushed as he would very much sell. You want to go down like that as Stan will continue rushing as Venom will clash with him once more. Blades by Todoroki sending away the ice. Venom easily jumping over the ice, but kicking Stain in the back, pushing Stain into the ice. As this is what would push Stain up in the air, very much Ida will get up finally. As he would see Stain already recovering as he would pull out some knives, thing towards Todoroki. As almost have Todoroki on the left side. But this one, Todoroki would have easily pulled out the knives. As Stain would have thrown another knife towards Todoroki, hoping to, get him this time. Ida getting in the way, getting pinned by the knives, which, again, but easily grabbed by the knives and ripping them out. As seriously, Todoroki, freeze my leg. What? Freeze it. But, you sure? Yes, I'm sure. As Todoroki would freeze Ida's leg, as very much Venom would put his sword away as using two whip lines as he would pull back, launching himself forward towards Stain. As Ida would rush towards, as blue flames, a vapor of blue flames would come out from his engine pipes, as launching himself forward, kicking Stain as Venom would punch him in the face, knocking the hero killer out. That's very much Todoroki used one more torrent of flames to make sure that he stays dead. Well, not dead, but unconscious. As this is when they begin unconscious, they'll all, good job, Venom says. Y'all did well. Pretty much, this is when Ida was, I'll take the bro, as he'll go to the bro and pick him up. Zuko removed his mask as saying, y'all did well. You make a good team, Momo says. I guess. The pros are coming as Venom would recover his mask as quickly. We endeavor to say, hero killer stay. As you'd see that he's already knocked out by these kids. And Agent Venom's endeavor would walk towards him. Very much as you go look at it. Venom would look at it. Endeavor, say, you're under. This is when Snipe says, let him go. I have a feeling that he helped the kids take on Stain. Yes, Momo says, he helped us take on Stain. What can I say? I just had to help. As very much they'll go out walking. Some of the other pros and some of the people will see Venom come in the corner as some people try to take pictures. But this before as very much one person would say. As he would be scolded by his intern as very much endeavor to say, Todoroki, Shoto. Do you have anything to explain yourself? Nothing. I learned how to control my fire. I want to learn how to use it for myself. I'm not going to use it for you. Endeavor smiles. Well, you came to the right person. Very much Venom sense Spidey sense would go off and say, shit. What the something as Momo would be grabbed by a Nomio. As quickly as Venom will get into action as jumping in the air, grabbing the Nomu as he would kick the Nomu down, catching Yorozu and landing. After landing, a blur would go by as Stain would lie, pretty much awakened again as stabbing and killing the Nomu. As Endeavor's a hero killer Stain. As Stain would turn towards the heroes. You all think you can take me on. This world is filled with fake heroes. But only one is worthy. All Might is worthy. As they'll all be terrified of the bloodlust, separate Venoms. She would notice what the? This is when Venom says, he fell unconscious. As pretty Yorozu down saying, you're right. I'm fine. As when Venom says he's unconscious. As they will retie Staying as they'll take him away. Venom will say, well, I have to get going. See y'all later. As shooting web line and swinging off.